This is Auburn, New York, a storied little town in upstate New York where I met some new friends, saw some really cool old cars, found a lake I could jump in but didn't, found a lot of cows, and a couple of old cemeteries, the names of which I could only find by looking up one of their residents. This is Auburn, New York, in the Finger Lakes region of New York State. And there's a good reason it's called that, because the lakes look like the fingers on a hand. It's located between Syracuse and Rochester, and it was founded in 1793 by a guy named John Hardenberg, on land basically stolen from the Cayuga Indian tribe. This is one of the lakes. It's either Skaneateles or Owasco, I'm not sure, but an absolutely beautiful region of New York State. And if you get up that way, you can visit the art museums or the Seward Museum. But the most important person that you can learn about when you go to Auburn is Harriet Tubman. If you don't know who Harriet Tubman is, please check out the Wikipedia page. I'll put the link there. But she was an amazing woman who freed so many enslaved people. And they actually called her General Tubman during the war because she did so much for the Union side. We had time during the days before the rehearsal dinner and before the wedding. And so we just happened upon a car show right in the middle of Auburn. Saw some really cool old cars. Look at this one. Those are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. What else would you put on the hood of a hearse? It's awesome. And then there's this guy, and he's been building this car, I think, all his life. And it looks like it's been a pretty long life. He and my husband had a lot to talk about. He's obviously a fabricator as well and built every piece of this car. Here's his list of everything he used and everything he did, and he finally finished it. I love his motto too. He's also looking for this guy. I don't know why he's looking for this guy, but if you see him, have him give him a call. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Anyway, the countryside is absolutely gorgeous. When we headed back to the Airbnb where our family was staying, we passed all these cornfields, we turned down the main road, and what do we see? Besides the absolutely beautiful countryside, right on the side of the road, a little old cemetery. Just sitting there in the sun. The only way I could look up the name of this cemetery was looking up this gentleman, Trowbridge Allen. During the War of 1812, men wanted to join his cavalry unit because the uniforms were so ornate. Just one of his daughters is buried here. And her in-laws were the Farnhams and the Cohens, and that's why we get the Cohen-Farnham Cemetery. Here's Trowbridge, he has a headstone, he also has a placard. Harriet Feet, can't find her husband Peter, no idea how they were related to Trowbridge and his family. And this last fellow here, Eber Dunning, also no idea how they related. Trowbridge and his family lived in a tavern. He passed when his wife was pregnant with their 5th child. However, I can only find record of 3 of his children. The 2 daughters married. Lydia stayed local. She's here with him. Sophia moved away to another county, and she's not here. I cannot find record of Trowbridge's wife, Jerusha Loveland, anywhere. It's an interesting name, Jerusha. It's the female version of Jebediah. In 1868, there was a song called My Jenny Jerusha Jane that was sung at minstrel shows. But that's well after these folks left this earth. We were really surprised when we found this cemetery, and it was just by happenstance because it's on the street where the Airbnb is, where our family was staying for the wedding. We pulled into the road and there it was. My husband said, "Oh my gosh, look at that. We've got to come back and check it out." So we were going to the engagement party at the house. Everybody was there, and we were just waiting for that right moment when we could sneak out and go visit this one before the sun went down completely. It's in pretty bad shape, and a lot of the stones are very, very difficult to read. But I was able to look up a couple of the names, and it is the Cranebrook Cemetery. Again, I'm in Cuyahoga County in New York, and I did a bit of filming. I'm going to let the video run just as I filmed it, so that you can look around and see, but the state of it is pretty bad. They're very old stones from the early 1800s, local people, and a lot of children. Sort of sad to see it here, but let's have a look. A lot of stones everywhere, bits and pieces of stones everywhere. And it's definitely, time has taken its toll. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, could you drop a like and consider subscribing so you know when I upload next. I really enjoy bringing you these interesting places, and I hope to bring you more very, very soon. Take care.